Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jeff. So in this video, we're going to check out Antifragile, which is SSERAFIM's newest title track from their newest album. So of course, we're going to do the music video and then the dance practice. I became more interested with SSERAFIM because of the game caterers. Like most of the groups from HYBE, except BTS and New Jeans, went on this variety show called Game Caterers, and I loved it. I did react to it. It is available on my Patreon. Link is down below. But I really come to really like SSERAFIM there, like their personalities and stuff, right? At the time, they just had the their new song. I started to really like Kazuha. I think she's got this great energy to her, and she's just so interesting and gorgeous too, right? Like I mean, all of them are. So yeah, I'm gonna check it out. It has the Jeff wall on there. I don't know if that's like a movie or like an actual art piece, but I love that my name's on there.
I am anti-fragile.
Oh, ooh, splits. The styling already is really good.
I'm anti-fragile. I'm anti-fragile. Fragile.
This reminds me of like Vogue type of music. Like it sounds like that intro sounded like more like a fashion show type of music. Potato? Whoa! Oh, that bend! Damn, her hips is like so far out. Nice ad-lib there. Whoa, that bend. Nice lift to the tone there when she came in. Hey, it has a little bit of kind of Latin inspired instrumentation in the beats. Like it's not full on, but there's definitely inspiration there with like the way it moves and then the way it makes you wanna like move your hips. Wow. Oh wow. Damn. You're just gorgeous. See? That movement. I get that from like Latin inspired instrumentation. Oh my god. The hips. That's really catchy. Let's go, Kazuha. Wow. Oh my god. The performance value is insane. Like they're engaged. Let's go, Sakura. It looks like the, oh my god, gorgeous. Sorry, and that pointed toe, which we saw in Game Caterers. Oh, love that. Looks like the dance is gonna be difficult, so I can't wait to see that. Oh my god. I can see this song being released in like the West too. It has that appeal. Like if it was released by a Western artist. Ooh, harmonies. That run? I didn't know she can hit that note. There's a lot of hips. That's so catchy. Anti. Oh my god. Why kill the girls? What the hell? Why did it get like smashed by a meteor? They survived, yes. Is it like, you know, they can withstand anything? Is that the message that we're going for?
SSERAFIM.
SSERAFIM. You know, I can never actually figure out how to spell SSERAFIM because obviously this is not the right spelling. So like whenever I have to search for their kind of things, I always have to like let autocorrect do its thing. Because I'm just like, is it the S or the F that's double? Yeah, I think it's quite in line with Fearless, like with the kind of stripped backness of it. I feel like it's a good follow-up to Fearless because it's a good idea to kind of establish your sound first in the first two songs. You can do like a B-side that you would promote as well that can show your contrasting side. But like on the main title track, I feel like there is an importance to sticking to the type of sound that you're wanting for your fans to get to know you by. It's a business, right? You need to establish what you're selling first before you branch out to other things. Or if you're going to want to show off versatility, it can't be too far out than what your debut song is. I feel like for a lot of us, if we like their debut song and then they do something completely different on their next title track, it's too risky for a business to do. Because a lot of listeners may have tuned in because of that type of song that you release on their debut, and then if you branch out too far from it, like, you know, for example, if they start releasing like rock songs, not that rock is bad, particular fans might be like, whoa, this is a big change. You know, we love the girls, but like the music, this isn't what we signed up for. So, but then of course, I appreciate versatility. So expanding on it at a later time is a good idea. Okay, enough about that. Let's check out the dance practice. It looks like it's gonna be quite interesting. There's a lot of hip movements from the music video and a lot of body lines too, which is great. I'm already hurting for the, oh, that get up. Okay, I was already hurting for their knees, and I love the fact that they're wearing knee pads. So for those that don't know, I hate knee work because it's quite bony there for me. I wonder if they have knee pads inside as well, inside the pants. I can see why, because they're starting in this position. And if you don't, if you're the type of person that bruises easily, then that's not gonna do you well. So knee pads are a good way, especially if you're just gonna do a dance practice or if you're just learning the choreography. It's a good tip. So in this one, of course, they're starting on the ground on their knees. It's just like to stable that, it already takes a lot of pressure on your knees. And then they do get up. That requires a lot of leg strength. So go from there and then like go to here, to this position, and then get up. It's a lot of work on your thighs. And then they don't just get up. They like, of course, we got the two that would get up right away, but like to stay in this like squat position, it's already difficult, right? As we all know, squatting, it's a difficult thing. Hey. Love the bends already. Like this, like look how much bend there is, right? Like that's strong. Yeah, like oh my god, her I love this positioning. Oh my god. I love her positioning, the positioning there, because they're all facing diagonally backwards, and that's not conventional for K-pop. I've seen a lot of choreographies at this point already, being in this for 3 years and dissecting choreography for 3 years now. So far, like I love these kind of differences that they put in, and also it's a strategic way to put your focus onto whoever's singing. In this case, Yoonjin, right? That's her, right? I love that, like leg up and then kicking out and then like bending. God. The levels too. They're very synchronized. Love this part here. This, like, look how synchronized that is. It's actually quite difficult to synchronize because you're looking up. The key factor there will be trust in like the amount of times you're practicing, because you need to feel how low you go. It's gonna be muscle memory. Because for example, like if they're not all the same height, some people will have to bend lower than another so that it will be leveled. It's already difficult. It's easier like if you're like looking forward and then you can feel the people beside you. But when you're like this, your focus is like on the ceiling, so you don't lose your balance, right? Because if you look a certain way, if you move down and go up, like you're getting up and stuff might be wobbly. So for it to be like static, you need to be focused on the center so that you go up. But at the same time, you need to memorize, muscle memory, how low you go and then you go up, so that you go down and up at the same time as the other girls. Wow, that's cool. This is actually quite a very different choreography from what I've seen. Oh my god. That frickin'. The commitment to how much bent they are is incredible. And something that you wouldn't really achieve if not everybody's strong. I don't see any weak link here. I don't know if I've mentioned that in the other reaction because it's been a long time since they had a comeback. I feel like all of them can pass as a main dancer, just even with that move, because that's a very body line centric kind of move. If there was such thing, I'm making up terms, but like I feel like that's the best way to communicate with you guys. It's kind of like body line centric. Because if you're not as good of a dancer as another member, it's gonna show in this move, because it's that, you know, like there's a lot going on, which is, you know, the straightness of like this leg, how much this far out, like your stance, and then like going up here, right? And it's just like body awareness and being comfortable with your body, because this is quite a sexy move as well. Very feminine. So like comfortability with how you move with your body will be very, very important to this. That hair whip. Ah, okay, I get it now. Anti-fragile. Okay. Okay, they're using the anti-fragile. It's not anti-fragile, but they also do anti-TTT fragile. So they're doing both actually, because you can't really do anti-fragile. That does not sound good. But they're doing both. Okay, so I get it now. I get why I get why the midair thing kind of came down there, smashed them, but because they're anti-fragile, you know, they're not easily broken. That's why, you know, they came alive. They maintained being alive. They survived that meteor freaking thing. The hip movements though. And the facial expressions too, I love it. Hey, hey. I also love that as much as, oh my god, as much as there's a lot of feminine movements and sexier movements, they do have quite hip-hop movements here too that's just a little bit more unconventional and broken down. Because a lot of feminine movements are quite upright and very like body line centric, but like a lot of the more kind of open, free movements are like lower. And they have that too, which creates dynamics in the choreography, which I do like. Hey, that foot, that's hard to synchronize too, because it whips at the back. Yeah, and then it's gonna be also the level, like how far back do you kick your leg out? Hey. Also, this choreography, oh my god. This choreography keeps moving. Like, I feel like if I didn't pause, this choreography has like no stopping. It keeps moving, right? Even if there's like a person who's on like isolated, the rest of the girls are still moving. There's still choreography. So stamina wise, that's really hard. You need to maintain that. Hello Kazuha with this thing. You know, I first saw that in on Game Caterers, and then I was like, does she have ballet training? And then right after that came out, I think one of the magazines, I do follow them on Instagram, and one of the magazines came out. Was it a W magazine? And she was doing ballet stuff. This one, it just speaks to her flexibility. Right? So like going up already is really difficult because you do need to be very flexible. At the same time, you need to be very stable on your other foot for you to be able to go up like that. But she didn't just go up like that. She went like this. She like her leg is here and then it bent and then did that. So that's even more difficult. So it just speaks to her flexibility. Is that the chorus? The killing point? Oh my god, look at Chaewon. Hey, so sassy, I love it. Oh my god. Yinjin pulling the Beyonce there. Whoa, that's different. Yes. Hey. Oh yeah, it travels a lot too, actually. There's a lot of formation changes. Nice. Ba-ba. There's a lot of control in your elbows. Okay, sorry. I had to. That was a little funny because like the whole choreography is like so intricate and so difficult, and then their ending fairy is just it's like cute. I'm like, okay, you just slayed so much, and then your ending fairy is like, eh. Instead of it being like an explosion type of ending fairy, it was like cute. Hello. So yeah, I mean, it's been a month since this was dropped. I'm not sure about the virality of it in terms of TikTok challenges, dance challenges, variety shows, etc. I don't know if, you know, specifically the Killing Point. I don't think it's as memorable as Fearless in terms of the virality of the Killing Point. And as we know in K-pop, the virality of the Killing Point is very, very important. It's like creating Love Shot, you know, that when everybody knows what that is, right? So with Fearless, I feel like it had the virality effect. So, but this one, I don't know the virality of it. I don't think it would be. And I had to avoid all the spoilers, right? So let me know if it was as viral as Fearless. But besides that, very strong choreography. It's quite different from, I feel like it does have its own stamp to SSERAFIM. I think they've maintained that. Yeah, I mean, quite strong dancers. I feel like they're quite even. I didn't really see anybody who like stood out specifically. I feel like they were quite even in terms of their like body lines and movement. Maybe like in some movements, a specific member would stick out, but not the entire song. You know what I mean? So they're quite leveled, I think. So that says a lot about the group. You know, they're great, amazing dancers. So yeah, again, I did react to Game Caterers with Hybe guesting on there. So it was quite fun, and if you guys are interested, link is down below. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching with me today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, do like and subscribe, and if you do subscribe, make sure you tick that notification bell so you don't miss any content from me. And if you'd like to get to know more about me, do check out my Instagram and Twitter down below.